Erlestoke Prison Scenesetter. Pictures by Diane Vose DV535602. Overcrowding at Erlestoke Prison is forcing prisoners to share cells, eating, sleeping and even using the toilet in spaces designed for one. Ministry of Justice figures show that 505 prisoners were crammed into just 494 spaces at the Wiltshire prison in March. Campaigners say that the unchecked rise of the prison population is responsible for the huge increase in assaults on staff and other inmates, a situation described last week as a national emergency. The prison service measures its own capacity in terms of certified normal accommodation, the number of prisoners it says it can accommodate and the good decent standard of accommodation that the service aspires to provide all prisoners. With the majority of prisons overcrowded across England and Wales, it has a separate measure called operational capacity. It is the maximum number of prisoners the prison service says each institution can safely handle while maintaining control and security. In March, Erlestoke's population stood at 96% of this capacity. Prisons contain a number of 1- and 2-person cells. In overcrowded prisons, more inmates will be put in cells than they were originally designed to hold. Figures released last month showed that 78 assaults were recorded at Erlestoke in 2017, over double the number in 2012. Of those attacks, 20 were on staff. There were also 150 cases of self-harm recorded in the prison last year. In 2012, there were just 65. Prison Reform Trust Director Peter Dawson said, "Overcrowding isn't simply a case of being forced to share a confined space for up to 23 hours a day where you must eat, sleep and go to the toilet. It directly undermines all the basics of a decent prison system. Building prisons isn't the solution, breaking our addiction to imprisonment is." Across the country, assaults have more than doubled in prisons over the last 5 years, and cases of self-harm have increased by 93%. Francis Crook, chief executive of the Howard League for Penal Reform, said last week, "This shameful rise in violence and self-injury is the direct result of policy decisions to allow the number of people behind bars to grow unchecked, while starving prisons of resources. This is a national emergency, and the government must respond boldly and urgently." A spokesman for the Ministry of Justice said, "We're investing £1.3 billion to build new establishments, with up to 10,000 new prison places and better education facilities.